Huawei, the rising telecommunications giant of China, is a company certainly setting its mark on the global stage, but not so well known outside of its sector in many parts of the West. What can you tell us about this company?
It's very interesting because they've tried to get into the American market, but they've had some trouble there. And it's leading many people to wonder if the U.S. is going to be open to Chinese investment in the future. I mean, Huawei's been very successful in overseas markets already. In fact, most of their revenue now comes from economies outside of their domestic market. In fact, many people believe that Huawei is going to be the first truly global brand from China.
For all of its stellar performance, Huawei is a controversial company in many jurisdictions of the West. It's notoriously press-shy, secretive, many people say. Others say tied to the Chinese military.
Although a great deal has been written in the press about Huawei, they've been asking for the evidence to back up those claims. And thus far, it really hasn't been forthcoming. What we decided to do is to take a slightly different approach and to give people the opportunity to hear from Huawei's executives and to see their headquarters across the border in Shenzhen.
Huawei is changing from being a China company to being a global company based in China. We have a lot of efforts around the world. We're strong in developing nations, but we're also strong in Europe. We're strong in Asia, not only in China, but in the other markets of Asia. And we're entering the American market as well. So around the world, everywhere there's communications, products, and services, Huawei is becoming a player.
Huawei hires over 28,000 international staff, representing 150 nationalities. And one of the key tenets that has supported our growth is this great commitment to localization. In some of our centers, for example, in our R&D center in Bangalore, India, which is our largest outside China, our localization rate over there is at 98%. And increasingly, this commitment to localization is extending beyond the rank and file, where we're looking at bringing in even more senior management members into our fold. We are firmly committed to extending our leadership in the telecom space by being part of the fabric of the local business community and creating jobs in those markets.
Huawei is leveraging its base in communication technology. This is where we've made our name and reputation in the industry over the last decade and more. We're taking that expertise and moving into both the enterprise area, business solutions, and we're moving to increase our penetration in consumer and device markets.
If we look at the last 2 years, then we already sold 5 million smartphones. And this is fast growing. So we expect by the end of this year, 12 to 15 million orders for smartphones. We have a broad business from smartphones to mobile broadband products and tablets. We have already established our business with 500 operators in the world within 140 countries. I think Huawei is a brand you owned so far, but you didn't know, and that will change very quickly.